It is time for more Minecraft Bingo, and more specifically, another blind blackout challenge. So I am going to try out this card. Beetroot stew, diamond, the speckled melon. I don't see a cookie or a cocoa bean. Pumpkin seeds could be a little dodgy. Lapis can be a little dodgy. The ender pearl and the enchanted book. So enchanted book and beetroot seeds suggests we want to find structures. Ender pearl means we have to be up on the first night. Oh, there is a cocoa bean in the bottom left. I just missed it. So we do need the jungle. All right, so this one will send us on a bit of a wild goose chase. I didn't do an iron count. And actually, I think I still have the boats turned on right now. And I think I'm going to take advantage of it just because otherwise it'll be a very boring start right here. And yeah, I'm just doing this for practice, as well as hopefully a video that some of you can enjoy watching and or listening to. And I think it looks like the closest tree is going to be over in that direction. So I think I'll start things off by heading in that direction. And there's also some sugarcane over here, which I know there was a fireworks rocket on the card. Oh my goodness. Can you believe it? I was specifically also, in addition to trying to practice just getting better and more practiced at Minecraft Bingo speedrun blackout challenges, also trying to practice getting a little bit better at talking, and that might be one of the very first times I've called a fireworks rocket on the first try. So I will consider that happy progress that I'm already making. So hooray for that. I will need mushroom stew bowls. So let's use some of the extra wood that I just got for that end. And at the same time, I see some stone right over here. So let's wait to set down the crafting table until we are close enough to it that we can get to the stone and then still be able to reach it, as we need to upgrade some of our other tools. Well, I guess upgrade one tool and create the others out of stone. And let's see, I will need 3 paper for the fireworks rockets. And if I need to enchant a book, I'd have to make 2 more books, which is not great. So let's hope it doesn't come to that. But I don't think I see other things requiring paper right at the moment. There's squid right there, and I do want to get the squid ink. And so I will probably do that momentarily. Let's go ahead and move some of these things around and get our squid ink. Oh, I think I managed to miss. Squid moved just fast enough. Good job, guy. All right, got our squid ink, and I don't think I saw the gray dye here. We are in a roofed forest, but I didn't immediately see any large mushrooms of either color. And I'm currently headed to the east from spawn. And since we know we need to find a jungle, as well as we need a couple of other biomes. We're going to need a desert to get the cactus. I suppose a mesa could work for that as well. And do I have any? Yeah, I've got some extra blocks here. The sheep, I don't think I really need. The cows, just in case. Okay, I see brown mushrooms over here. The cows are just in case I need the leather for creating books to enchant my own book at some point. And the mushrooms, I do need extra brown mushroom for the whatever. I did the whatever again. I'm trying to avoid that. For the fermented spider eye. Let's try to be a little bit more precise with what we say. That is one of my goals. The other goal, of course, is to do decent at bingo. And then I heard a skeleton right here. I'm actually not hearing him again now. Okay, but there was a cave right here. Here's the skeleton. And I have sufficient food that I should be cooking it up if I'm going to spend any time in the cave here. So let's go ahead and throw some of that in here, and then just quickly look in this little cave area and see if there's going to be some easy iron, and there is, which is great. I don't need to milk the cows for anything. And doesn't look like this is going to go much anywhere else. I do need a flint, and I see a pile of gravel over there, so I think I'll grab that as well. We have enough food cooking up that I don't mind. spending a minute inside here. If it looks like we're gaining some valuable items. But then we'll get back up to the various daytime exploring that one needs or wants to do at the beginning of a run in order to find the biomes one needs. And yeah, maybe we will also, at the beginning of the first night, gosh darn it, I went away from that iron block a little bit too quickly. Perhaps we will be able to, do I see a dungeon? I do not. And that's just a bat on the ceiling, not a spider, which might help me get some string to get a fish. So I will leave him be. And I guess I came back in here, but my thingy is over here. My furnace, not my thingy, my furnace is the name of this object, and it should be done now. And of course, the uncooked thing ends up on your hotbar. It's always the case that the furnace dumps the uncooked item into the first open slot, and then the cooked item into the next open slot, which is not good for cooking food. But oh well. Okay, so I'm still headed to the east, and so we will still be discovering new biomes as we continue. And I have already gotten a few items, but not enough that I feel the need to update the card. A boat, however, would almost certainly be a good idea, and I am still low on wood. And so let's just grab a bunch of wood, and we can convert it into blocks, and then I'll use the oak. And I'm sure I'm going to need some more sticks at some point. So we'll go like that. And then I see a swamp, which is another opportunity to find the red mushroom. And so I think I'll go for that. How many? I have 5 leather. And so books won't be a problem, especially with all the sugarcane I am gathering. And yeah, beetroots, enchanted book, jungly stuff, and the ender pearl. Those are the things I really need to worry about in a blackout run. As I think I've mentioned in some previous ones, I've recorded a couple that didn't end up airing because they crashed and burned after an hour kind of thing, as occasionally runs do. How much iron am I going to need on this card? It doesn't look like that much, and so I should quit gathering the iron. And so after I get this piece over here, I'm going to stop. And yeah, I've already got 17 iron right there. And I need to make sure that I keep an eye out for a pumpkin as well. Yeah, I had a couple episodes that crashed and burned and that didn't air, and so I don't remember if it was in one of those that I was talking about kind of overall strategy or meta strategy for blacking out cards. But basically there are a few items that are either, I don't know if you call them difficult or have very high variance. Items like the enchanted book or the ender pearl. And so you need to spend extra effort on getting those items as early as possible to reduce the variance or overall uncertainty in your time, because the other items will just kind of naturally come without as much effort while you're in the process of searching for those difficult or high variance items. I think that's kind of my thesis, the strategy that I've been using or trying to use lately. Saw some red things over there, but I believe they were flowers and not red mushrooms. So we're going to continue heading to the east so that we're always going in new directions. I'm going to try to look around in case we see a jungle or desert, savanna, acacia, whatever it is I'm talking about. Actually, it's the cactus that I'm talking about that I need to get out of that biome. And I saw, okay, there's a jungle. There is first thing on our list that we can check off. We will certainly get the cocoa bean, and hopefully we will also encounter a melon to work us toward the melony bits. And I did hear a zombie that was close enough to make me think there might be a dungeon here. And since the enchanted book is one of the items on our list, per the previously described strategy, I need to work hard on finding all the dungeons I can find. It sounds like it's through here. All right, Zombles, where are you at? And do you have an enchanted book for me? And the answer is maybe. Gonna go ahead and break this up front because I'm not sure how long I've been spawning zombies. We'll take some useful things, including the pumpkin seeds. So that's one of the slightly more difficult items, which has already been crossed off the list. And I think rather than fight the zombies, I will choose instead, I guess I could do that. Just hop over here, and saddle I don't need, name tag I don't need, couldn't remember. Gunpowder I don't think I need either. Okay, so that ended up not being too useful, but we did check a couple of chests, and so we gave ourselves some opportunities to possibly find the enchanted book, even if it didn't work out. And I still have the boat on the hotbar, and I see a red mushroom. Okay, so we managed to get the pumpkins crossed off the list. That was one slightly difficult item. Mushroom stew, I wouldn't call it a difficult item, but it's one of those that's useful to go ahead and get crossed off as we are trying to cross off the more difficult items. And do I need clay on this? Yes, I do. I see it on the bottom of the card here, and there's an easy to gather clay right there. So I will gather it. I will also get that off of my hotbar since I don't need it. Okay, melons. I think there is a slightly higher likelihood of seeing melons at the very edge of a jungle. So I'm going to try to kind of trace around the edge at first. I think it's just because melons grow on grass and it's easier to spot them in the grass. All right, so we managed to get the melon. Don't eat them all. And did I get the cocoa bean yet? I guess I didn't. I remember seeing one, but it was kind of over a little hop, skip, and a jump, and I decided not to go after it. So we'll find another cocoa bean. And then it's going to be ender pearl time, I suppose. There's a second melon, so this is actually somewhat ironic, as this is the first time I remember going through a jungle and finding multiple caches of melons before getting my hands on a cocoa bean. I am certain there are many cocoa beans around, but I'm really not spotting one right now. I know there was one back near the start, but they are sufficiently common that I'm sure I will find one in this direction as well. There's one. All right, great. Thank you. All right, and now it looks like there's some deserty bits over in this direction, and that could be... Okay, I was wrong about the deserty bits, but that could be a good place to find an enderman. Ice plains I don't like at night due to the strays. Here is a desert. And we also need to get the lime dye, and if we're going to hang around here in order to try to locate enderman, I just saw a pumpkin, but then I remembered that I don't need it. Oh, there's an enderman. Higher priority. Enderman... I know from the secondhand experience of watching No Leaf Clover play that endermen are one of the highest variance, most difficult, whatever items that you need to go after. And so I'm even going to help him out and give him a better place to stand so that he doesn't fall in the water and therefore can take more axe shots. And it does not look like he dropped an ender pearl, and so we're going to sail away from the skeleton and head to the desert, and then I'm going to set down my furnaces, and we'll keep looking for endermen. There might have been an enderman over that hill right there. I'm not entirely sure. Skeleton doesn't see me over here, and so I'm going to choose to dock over here. And I guess I just have the one furnace right now. Where's all my iron? There it is. So let's stick that in there, and let's also get... at least one more furnace going, and although there are a variety of things that I need to cook up, let's choose to do the food, because I have a feeling I'm going to take some damage here. Start burning through some food quickly. Okay, I don't see the enderman that I thought I had seen, and I do need a cactus, and I'm not seeing that either. There are many, many zombies and other bad guys here. And so I'm going to see if I can run across this, grab a cactus, possibly kind of cycle through some bad guys spawning and despawning. All right, and if we can manage to kill some spiders to get some string for a... There we go. I do need the spider eye as well, so I'm going to try to kill that spider on the way back, but first I'm going to move far enough to try to despawn some of the many, many enemies that I encountered when I first got out of the boat. Okay, this might be far enough away to despawn some of them. I am just estimating. Unfortunately, there's a witch now by my spider, but there's an enderman, and that is the higher priority. The enderman's already angry, and it looks like we have a relatively safe spot to fight him right over here. So let's do that. Giving him extra runway so he doesn't accidentally run into the water. And he also did not give us the drop. So that's unfortunate, but it's just the odds of the things. This is one of the reasons that we're concentrating on this. It's because it can be difficult to do, and you don't want to end up losing another 10 minutes and having to go an extra night into the game just to get an enderman. The preponderance of mobs on the surface here also makes me think it is unlikely that there are many cave systems in this area, because lots of mobs seem to be spawning on the surface. So I definitely want to travel before I start going underground. And I think a lot of my stuff will have cooked up by now. So let's return here. Yeah, we got through a whole set of item cooking. So we're in good shape for that. And so I'm going to choose to pick that up. And I don't need that, and I don't need that, and I don't need that or that. And I still managed to pick some of it up, but oh well. And we're still looking for the enderman. And yeah, I will want to be able to pick up the ender pearl more easily. So assuming nothing's falling on my head, let's take a moment and get rid of... I already got the cocoa beans. I do still need the bowls. I can get rid of one of these. And I don't need the ink sacks for anything else at this point. And I think that's pretty good. Okay. So we're in slightly better shape inventory-wise. And now we're going to look once again for enderman. And I think I have headed from the east and turned toward the north at this point. But since this is a good place to be on a wide open plain and look for enderman, I'm going to continue in this direction. And we'll just make sure that we don't end up going in circles, because if I don't see an enderman soon, I will turn back to the east. And it doesn't look like I'm seeing an enderman, and I've already turned back to the east, right? Right. Okay. So we're not going in circles. We do still need a spider eye. Skeleton behind me seems to have lost me, which is very happy. There is more desert over there, and deserts do have pyramids, and pyramids... Is that an enderman? No, that's cactus. Pyramids are one of the best places to try to get an enchanted book. So I'm going to choose to go this way, because enchanted book is another thing that has high difficulty, high variance, and so it's important to try to cross off the list. But let's keep our eyes open for enderman. And at some point I am going to need a glass bottle, and I don't know that I've picked up any sand yet, so let's go ahead and grab that as well. And I just need 2 pieces of gold, I think, on this card, and so I'm not too worried. Just taking a quick peek in here to see if there's a dungeon. Don't immediately see one. I'm not too worried about the gold for the gold bits, and so I'm not too intent on heading into this mesa area to try to get any of the gold near the surface, because I'm confident I will be able to find it underground with all the other underground stuff that I will need to do. So we're still concentrating on the enderman, with kind of a secondary concentration on spiders to get the spider eye. But a spider eye could be found in certain structure chests. And also spiders are just far more common than endermen. But it looks like we are very much running out of time for this enderman hunt to succeed. And so let's just run across a little bit more and see if we happen to spot one. And I'm going to need to update the card soon in order to see... Hey, Here's some free mutton. And I see some free skeleton bones over there. And the skeleton bone actually is going to be valuable to me because of the fact that I need the beetroots. And so somewhere over here I saw skeletons being killed by wolves. Still no spider eye. I think it was up here. So I'm just hoping I'll see a bone over here. Did you guys leave any bones, or did you eat them all? There's a bone. There we go. Hooray. And I did just hear a zombie. Haha! The skeleton is being chased. Great. More free bones for me. Still not seeing... Yeah, I don't think an Enderman is going to spawn at this point. So I think what I need to do is settle down for a moment, cook up a few more things, and assess where I am at. We did have bones over here. With regards to... Was that an Enderman? It is. Alright, change of plans. Gotta kill this guy first and hope that he gives us the drop we need. Please, please, please. Hooray. Okay, that's extremely valuable, and I don't think there's any other enemies who are going to threaten me here. So, let's start getting various things cooking. I can make another furnace, and I want one at this point. And I can also make the fishing pole. Sure. So let's go fishing and get our fish. I feel vaguely like I hear a husk somewhere, but there would not be one around here. So I think I'm making it up and it's all in my head. All right, I'm going to need a new axe. So I'm going to make one of those. And then I'm going to make the sign. And then I'm going to update the card. Because I really need to do these things. Okay, so sign will require more wood, ironically. I know I have some more wood that is being used as fuel at the moment. But I'm sufficiently low on wood that I don't mind getting some more. Let's go ahead and get rid of these 5. I'm pretty sure you can make a sign out of multi-types of wood. And what was the other thing I said that I was going to make a moment ago? I don't remember. But I am going to do this in case I need it later. And I am also going to do that. And I guess let's update the card because I can't remember what else I was going to make right now. Well, I see. Perhaps I was hearing the growling of the wolves earlier. Although I'm not sure who he's... Oh, he's going after the sheep, of course. I can... There we go. If I had more stone, I could cook up the stone and get the redstone repeater. And I should definitely make myself an iron pick at this point. So that is another thing to do. Glass bottles can be crafted. I actually have more food that could be cooked up as well. So let's get that going. Redstone repeater is going to require, I see, more redstone than I actually have at the moment. Ah, and I remember now. It was the new stone axe that I needed to make. So let's get 3 more pieces of stone so that I can actually make that. There's an apple over there, which I really don't need because there's no gold apple on here. And that I don't have enough redstone to do anything with yet. And I did decide that I need to make myself an iron pickaxe. And so let's finish off this bit of wood into sticks for that. And then I have some leftover iron, so let's go ahead and get the rails out of the way. Just to cross some more things off the list. And I can also craft this guy. And at this point, it would be another good moment for me to just take a brief amount of time to sort through inventory. I don't need that or that. I do still need the one of these. I don't need those. These can stay with that to help me remember. And I can update. I can make the fireworks rocket, which once again I managed to remember the name of incredibly. And yes, apart from, seems like there's one upstairsy thing. I could, in theory, get everything downstairs at this point. Even the beetroot stew. Yes, so it's time for me to head for a cave. And hope that we get lucky with the beetroot seeds and the enchanted book being found in a dungeon. And I am going to prefer caves rather than simply digging. So let's see if I can find any cave entrance. Although if I happen to see a village while I'm looking for a cave entrance, obviously I will head down there. Okay. I can just jump down here. I do need to be low down to get some items. So I will just head down here. And then I do want to find caves as well. That skeleton. Okay, I hear what sounds like a dungeon. And dungeons cannot be ignored on this card. Are they up or down? It seems like they might be down. I guess this was just a whole nother layer down here. That only looks like one zombie down there, so I think perhaps there is a dungeon above me. Okay, 15 and 25 minutes, that's fine. Working on some difficult items here. I do think that we are getting closer to all of these zombie sounds. There's the dungeon. Great. And it will be a danger to me because I've spawned a bunch of zombies at this point, and so I'm going to try to just poke my head into the side. There's at least one baby zombie to contend with. Alright, but I managed to destroy the spawner, and the baby zombie's about to come running after me. I expect. It's possible that the baby is somehow... There he is. I was going to say outside. And then is it worth trying to kill all these guys? I think yes, because I think I'm kind of committed to being in this cave system and heading downstairs to try to get some of the rest of the resources that I need. And so I will take the time to kill these guys off. And then sort through this. And sadly, I don't see... I do want the bucket, definitely. But I don't see any of the other stuff that we need. Coal could be nice for some future dungeoneering to do that. And so I'll choose to do that. And I'm also going to drop off... Let's see. I don't need gunpowder ever. I do want blocks on the bar. I don't immediately see much else that needs to be thrown out of my inventory. I guess I've already gotten all the cactus that I need. Let's also go ahead and update this once more. And I do still need some more iron. In fact, I need like 6 more iron, I think. So let's keep that in mind. The creeper's about to see me. Yeah. You can just blow up, that's fine. And I do need to head downwards. However, this is just going to bring me back into the same ravine, right? Well, it's kind of on the other side, and there's actually something further down over there. And I might have seen some gold. So let's try to go down there. I thought through here I saw some gold. I think I just saw it again. Terrain was kind of glitching out a little bit, but I thought right over here, yes, there is gold. I don't see anyone falling on my head. These are the 2 pieces that I need. Fairly certain I just need the 2. And then it looks like I could head this way and possibly go some other places. What level am I at currently? 26, so I do want to go further down, but I do also still need 6 iron, I think. And just in case I've miscounted, or in case I end up needing another iron pickaxe, I'm going to grab a little bit more. It might be the case that I still have iron ore in my inventory, and so that may have been unnecessary. And I do still need the spider eye. And sadly that didn't come. There is a spider down, or a skeleton down there now. I think what I'm going to do is divide this up like this. Try to get that cooking. And I should grab some water if I can find it. There's still a skeleton down there. I just want to quickly see if I see water or any other sign of a dungeon. Not seeing it up here, so we'll head down there shortly. But with the gold, which is back in the first one, I can make the gold shovel, and I can make the enchanted melon, speckled melon, glistering melon, whatever it's actually called. And with the iron, I can make a hopper, which is something else that I need, except for I am a little bit short on wood, and I've passed other chests, and I will certainly need to find another chest. So let's wait and use a found chest for the iron. Okay, there's the skeleton. And yeah, I hear another spider this way, so I think it's worth dive bombing this guy. He's the only one, right? Yeah. Okay, creeper's over there. Let's just cut him off and choose to go this way for the moment. And I know I have... Excuse me. I know I have... Okay, this guy's going to see me, and he's walking around this way. Okay, that's fine. A bigger stack of food ready to go, so I'm going to switch to the big stack of food so that I can eat pork chops all I want until I get a water bucket. That is better than an empty bucket. Now I have the redstone that I can use for crafting the repeater, and it will get some things out of my inventory. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, just to free up the inventory space. Let's eat some of this. We're looking for 2 different blue rocks, and thought for a moment I saw one, but I think it's just water over there. But water is also blue and valuable to me at this moment. So I will head over there shortly. Wanted to take a quick peek to see if we saw any diamonds. All right, there is blue rocks over there as well, so that's great. I don't want to... Oh boy. I don't want to fall in the lava. I was going to say I don't want to burn up the spider eye. Was my original thought. In terms of using lava to attack this enemy. But under rare circumstances where I do have a lava bucket on the bar, it is a very fun and useful and dangerous weapon to use against mobs. Another nice weapon to use against mobs is weaponizing creepers. There we go. That was a thing of beauty. If it had managed to kill that skeleton, it's the only thing that could have made it better. There is still a skeleton after me. There are multiple stacks of diamonds over here. And I may need to enchant a book, and so it's good to have found all of these diamonds. And I hear the lava. So I'm playing sufficiently careful that I think I'll be okay. But we have plenty of diamonds to work with. And I may want to use all of them, actually. I'm actually going to sit here with a little fence just to make some things now. So I need to make an iron pickaxe, or diamond pickaxe. Then I need to save 2 diamonds. Right, and so that leaves me enough that I can make a diamond axe, which will be a fantastic weapon. And then I don't need that anymore, and I don't need that anymore. Oh, these things are just going to hop back in my inventory. Oops. Don't need that. I do want the crafting table, though. Come back. There we go. Don't need that. Don't need that. I can move these blocks onto the bar. I don't need that. I don't need that. I don't need that or that. And I've already used the melons, and I have plenty of other good food at this point. And with the other diamonds, I could make a diamond shovel, I guess. Yeah, let's not worry about that just yet. Okay, I definitely now need to get a water bucket, wherever this water bucket originates from, so I can go get my obsidian, so I have the possibility of enchanting my own book. And so I see a water source over there, and unfortunately, this is working very much against me here. That should block that off, and then I can get to this water source. This one also comes from miles away. Where is this one coming from? Might be right there. I did not anticipate having this much difficulty picking up a water bucket. Was the water bucket necessary? Not necessarily. I might have been able to channel this existing water into obsidian of my own. Is this going to bring us back out into the ravine? Yes, where does this come from? Okay, this is not working out the way I want it to. So let's change tactics. Wow. Okay, I don't know where that came from, but I just feel fortunate that I am still alive and well. Aha, here's a water bucket. Great. So now I'm going to go mine up the obsidian because I have extra lapis in my inventory and I have the ability to make books, and so I can make an enchanting table and enchant my own book. And it will just take me 2 minutes of digging up some obsidian, which I can probably do in peace right over here. Yeah, no one's falling on my head here. I don't hear anyone sneaking up from any particular direction. So I think I'm in good shape. And so we're going to do what I once thought was a rare strategy, but after having seen no-leaf clover succeed on a number of blind bingo blackout runs using this strategy, I now think it is a good strategy for the enchanted book when you encounter your diamonds sufficiently early in the run. And yeah, I think it just takes like on the order of, I don't know, 20 seconds for mining each of these 4 pieces of obsidian, which, I mean, is a fair amount of time, but finding an enchanted book takes a lot of luck. And so if you can take luck out of the game, it's a good trade-off. I can't use these until I make the books. So I need 2 books, like so. One of the books is going to go up here. There's our enchanting table. And now the other book can go in here. Protection 1, got my enchanted book. There we go. And you know what? I don't know why I never thought to do this. Oops. Well, I guess I haven't done the enchanting my own book in quite a while. Alright, I somehow managed to get an enchanted pickaxe lying on the ground, but I'll enchant that. And I guess while I'm here and I have the extra diamonds, I give myself an enchanted shovel. Sure. Like, this is probably not worth it, but it's kind of fun for me. So there we go. I've enchanted a bunch of stuff, and I feel great about it. Let's clear up some inventory space. Let's update the bingo card. At this point, I need the spider eye. I need a furnace mine cart, which I can go ahead and make. We still need the beetroots and the cauldron, or sorry, not the cauldron, I don't know that I need to carry this around. So yeah, it looks like if I want to stay underground, I am definitely looking for dungeons in order to find the beetroot seeds. And otherwise I could go upstairs and try to find beetroots from a village. And so I'll try to just kind of work with whatever directions this cave is going to give me. And if it ends up bringing me to dead ends or upwards, then that's where we'll go. And if it ends up bringing me to awesome dungeons, then that's where we'll go. My water is gone. Well, poop. I'll go find myself some more water, hopefully. And until I do so, I'll grab another lava bucket. Alright, these efficiency tools. Oh my gosh, more diamonds. They're in my inventory already, so why not grab them? Is there any more cave over in this direction? There may be. I hear the skeleton. I see the skeleton. It seems like this cave is kind of ending, and I don't hear any other mobs down there, and so at 40 minutes, it will be daytime again. Spiders, I guess, is still better downstairs to try to get the spider eye. But I feel like beetroots, you have a slightly better chance on the surface because villages are visible from quite a distance away, and you can hone down the biomes that you're looking for to, oh crap, to find the villages. Okay. That could have gone much worse. And you can still find dungeons on the surface as well. And with my efficiency 1 diamond pickaxe, it will be relatively quick to get back up to the surface, I expect. Because I don't think we're in Extreme Hills biome, we're in a birch forest biome. So yeah, hopefully that will work out in my favor. Oops, let's use the right tool. All right, and I'm going to dump out the lava right there, and I'm going to pick up some water right here, and gotta look for a spider so that we can get the whatchamacallit. And there could be, I don't remember if beetroot seeds appear in jungle temples or not. But that is a possible place to get beetroot seeds. What direction am I headed right now? I am east again, so I'm still going into new places, which is a good thing. I just want to skirt the side of the jungle in case I see a temple. And we do still need a chest or just some more wood, and I've got a great efficiency 1 diamond axe. So getting more wood is not a problem. So maybe we'll do a little choppy so that we can make the hopper. And if I am going to spend time on the surface, it is going to go through my food a little bit. And so I should be on the lookout for some more friends who want to contribute their meats. I'm going to prefer pigs and cows. I guess pigs would stack with what I've already got on the bar right now. So that might be ideal. And there's more melons. So many melons in this one. But yeah, a village with beetroots or any signs of a dungeon from the surface are the things we are looking for at this point. Don't see the thingy-mahoozit over here, the jungle temple. Trying to avoid those. Less thingy-mahoozits, more specific items, even if it means I need to just pause or stop my speech. Yeah, no signs of structures there. And those are not going to be good biomes for finding a village over there. I do hear cows over here, however. So let's go ahead, get ourselves some more beef, which we can cook up later if we need to. And I think we'll hop in the boat once again and try to find signs of biomes that would have villages. So I need the spider eye, I need the hopper, which I have all the ingredients for, and I need the beetroot stew. So this is one of the few times where I do wish I actually knew the precise odds of finding beetroot stew in any particular dungeon chest. But I don't actually know what those odds are. But at this point, I suppose it's going to be me just kind of trekking across the world for a little bit before I go into fast forward mode. I suppose I could stop for a moment, cook up a little bit of food, and also craft the one of the 3 remaining items that I already have all of my ingredients for. And so I'm going to get to the top of this hill and then do that. Assuming I do not see a village, and I do not. Okay, so we are going to cook up food. Sure. Great. We are going to set down a crafting table, and we are going to make a chest, and then surround it with iron ingots in order to make a hopper. There we go. And I'm also going to throw away a couple other things that I don't need to be carrying right now. And then this should definitely be done, and this I'll wait for one more to get done. And we'll be ready to go on the move once again. Okay. So, if I were a village, if I were a dungeon, I could be anywhere. If I were a village, I think I'd be right over here because I think there was a desert that I spotted. It's also a savanna over in that direction. Some good biomes to try to find. I wonder what the minimum length is for a body of water for it to be more efficient to hop in and out of the boat and have to retrieve the boat versus swim across. It's another micro optimization that would be interesting to work out the numbers. for some definitions of interesting. I'm going to try to get up here and see over in this direction to see if I spot a structure, which could include a hole in the sand, indicating a dungeon. Don't see it there. There might be a dungeon right here. Now, from a distance, this hole looked a little bit rectangular. I guess I'm going to try to get up to the top of this and see if we can spy any structures. And unfortunately, with all the land we have traversed, I haven't heard any monster sounds, suggesting a dungeon underneath. Yeah, no signs of any structures. I'm going to choose not to eat that just yet. Do I have any other foods in my inventory? Yeah, not any lesser foods that I need to eat first. So I'll just wait until we actually need the food value to eat them. There are more pigs here, and I may need it. But yeah, I think at this point, this could be a good point to fast forward, because I don't know that there's a whole lot interesting other than me witnessing the environment that's around me and trying to spot the thing that I need. So I will see you when I see you. It occurs to me that I want to have the sugar ready to go for when I get the spider eye. I'll be able to craft that in my inventory. I have seen a ton of jungles in this particular seed spawn. I don't recall in any recent memory playing a Blackout. I mean, admittedly, we are 45 minutes in, but where I've seen this many distinct jungle biomes and so many melons. And yeah, I suppose if you play enough games, you are bound to find, I don't know, something in every 10th or 15th seed that is out of the ordinary. Don't see any signs of a dungeon there. But yeah, okay, I'll go back to fast forwarding. Just wanted to call out all of the jungles. Let's take a quick look. I don't think that there's a dungeon over here, but I do hear a skeleton. Yeah, you're just a skeleton. As we get close to nighttime, it will be getting close to the point where I want to switch gears and choose to prefer underground caving, just because monsters will be spawning on the surface, and so the caves in general will be emptier. And so it will be more of an opportunity for me to quickly run through caves without much harassment by mobs. But we still have a couple of minutes before that happens. So I'll continue to look for any signs of villages or dungeons that I can see from the surface. I think I see a village, yes. Okay, I'm glad I managed to spot it from a little bit of a distance. Does it have beetroots? We're still going to need the spider eye after this. Those are not beetroots. Hey guys, anybody got some beetroots? I don't know if beetroots are available as a trade, but if they are, I'm certain they are near the end, and so that's not going to be efficient for us. Are there any other structures over here? There are. Does not have beetroots. You know, I may be in need of food, so let's grab the carrots as a just in case. Were there any beetroots over here? Well, this is very unfortunate. I did find a village, and it did not have the beetroots. And I did find a zombie somewhere. And I guess you're just going after those guys. All right. Yeah, I think I looked through all the farms there and did not see any beetroots, so I think it's probably time to head downstairs and hope that we find a good dungeon. And also, we need to continue to kill spiders, try to get our spider eye. I do hear many zombies around the corner to the right. Will this lead me down to them? It doesn't look like it is, and so I'm going to choose to dig. Think about here. That's where I heard them. I hear spiders as well. Sounds like they're right here. Okay, are they down or up? That sounds like they're like right here. Now they're quieter. So maybe it was higher up? Hey bad guys, I've come to find you and fight you. There you are. Okay, they're stuck. It seems like they're coming from the surface, possibly. Alright, that wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. Spider, I need to kill you, wherever you are. There we go. It was from the surface. It is kind of more cavey, but there is no dungeon here. So let's head back down to where there was definitely more cave to explore. Which was where? I suppose I came in from here. Yes. Great. Alright, so there's a place to go down there. I'm not going to use that anymore, so I'm just going to set it down so it's no longer in my inventory. I'm trying to go from top to bottom if I can, because it's easier to go down than up, and I don't want to have to retrace my steps upwards. But we're not seeing a dungeon here. So how about down here? Don't think that this is a place I've already been. I should start leaving some cobble. Here's a dungeon. And even under fire from skeleton, I'm confident I can do that with my very efficient pickaxe. Show me beetroot seeds. You did not show me beetroot seeds. You did show me extra bones that I might need for the beetroot seeds, though. So I guess that is somewhat appreciated. And at this point, I should have those on the bar, and then there are a number of things that I can discard that I don't need to be holding. And I do still need that stuff. Okay. And I do still need the bowls. Great. So we managed to find another dungeon. It didn't work out for us. But that's one, and presumably there will be more. Is this going anywhere? Yes. Show me a dungeon. Dungeon. No dungeon. We'll go back to where it branched further on down here. Carrots are not the best food, but when I'm not under attack at all, they work just fine so that I can hold on to my pork chops for... Okay, here we go. Should have seen this earlier, probably. Darn it. I should have expected that was going to happen as well. Something is going to be spawning above my head, and it could be quite dangerous. Okay. Got some light there. Who is here? Strangely, no one. Enchanted book that I don't need anymore. And beetroot seeds, hooray. Okay, so now we can win the game. I do need the light. I need my dirt. Boop, boop, boop. I need to craft a hoe, which I can totally do. Can even make an iron one because I can make a diamond hoe. Here we go. I am making a diamond hoe to till the earth because I am that rich. Gotta love it. And then I want to plant the beetroot seeds. Boop, boop, boop. And then I want to get some bone meal. I am fairly certain that we do have enough bone meal to deal with all this. I hear an Enderman nearby, but he is not relevant to our cause. The beetroots have cleverly tried to avoid me by hopping over onto the other side. Because my inventory is filled with crap. But they can't get away. I have 6 beetroots. I know I have bowls in my inventory. There's our beetroot stew. I forgot about the fact, gosh darn it, I forgot about the fact that I still need the spider eye. Hey, guess what, Brian? You're not done yet. I did hear a spider just now, didn't I? I need this back in the bar, please. And sure, we'll put a diamond hoe in the bar as well. Okay, I'm not hearing the spider. I definitely have a huge inventory problem. So let's try to solve the inventory problem briefly. By discarding some things I don't need, I do need those things. And let's switch like that. Okay, let's go find ourselves a spider. Anywhere there's a spider, and the surface would actually be easier. Oops. Surface would actually be easier. Oh, we've only got 3 minutes of darkness. Even if I just find a couple of spiders on the surface, that would already be a good thing. Crap. This is not going up to the surface, but this would. I bet there's at least a couple spiders on the surface that I can see before nighttime. So let's go see if I can find them that way. If not, we'll come back down into the cave. I did not anticipate that the spider eye was going to be the long pole on this one. And I do think... I don't remember the exact number of spiders that I've killed, but I think it was like at least 4. And since spider eyes are a 1 in 3 chance, I guess that would be 1 minus 2/3 to the 4th power. Odds of me not having the spider eye at this point. I don't know why I want these torches, I just do. And so that would be 16 over 81. No. 2, 4, 8, 16, yeah. Okay, here's the spiders. There's the spider eye. Let's just not die. I think I picked it up, because I'm pretty sure I cleaned up my inventory. Is there a creeper behind us? There's not. Of course there's a second spider eye, because why wouldn't there be? There we go. Those 2 spiders were there to even out the odds of my 1 in 3s. But we managed to get Mega Bingo in 58 minutes and 24 seconds. That is less than an hour, so I guess that's pretty good. I have a bunch of enchanted tools. I have a diamond hoe that I made because I wanted to bake beetroot stew, so that's an accomplishment, I suppose. I don't know. I hope, as always, that you guys are having a great day, and I'll see you when I see you. Bye-bye.